Hello all and welcome back to my channel. My name is Pandey and thank you very much for watching my other videos. I am hoping that my videos are adding some values in your day-to-day Intune operation work. Please consider subscribing my channel. By subscribing, you will get access to new videos as soon as they are uploaded, and it's a great way to stay up to date with my content and support me at the same time. Welcome to another video in the Intune reporting automation series. In this video, I will demonstrate how to automate the Intune Patch Compliance Report against the latest Patch Tuesday updates and also provide valuable information through email subscription. I have previously created a video on how to automate the Intune Patching Compliance Report using proactive remediation script. If you are interested to learn more about that, you can check out my playlist for that video. Additionally, I will include the video link in the description section. So it's important to note that there is currently no inbuilt report available for update rings, and for detailed information on each devices and patch compliance, you will need to implement either the Windows Update for Business Reporting solution or Windows Autopatch solution. And if you are interested to learn how to implement these solutions, please refer to my previous videos where I provided a step-by-step guide. I will also include the link in the description section. If you have not implemented the Windows Update for Business Reporting solution or Windows Autopatch solution yet, a viable alternative is to try this simple and custom solution. It's easy to implement and will reduce the manual efforts when creating Intune Patching Compliance Report. This solution automatically detects the new Patch Tuesday and provides the device compliance status against the most recent Patch Tuesday. So before we begin, if you are new to my channel or yet not subscribed my channel, please consider subscribing my channel and turn on the notification so that you won't miss any of my videos. Now let's see what we will achieve after implementing this custom solution. So after implementing this custom solution, we will receive email subscriptions for Windows Patching Compliance Report always against the latest Patch Tuesday. As we can see in this example, the email subject is Intune Patching Windows Patch Compliance Report against July 11, 2023. So the date mentioned, July 11, 2023, represents the latest Patch Tuesday, and the dashboard provided shows the compliance status against that specific Patch Tuesday. So this dashboard provides information about the total number of devices present in the Intune, including compliance device, non-compliant devices, and devices that need to be checked, and the overall patching compliance percentage. So in this dummy report, we have around 100 devices in total in Intune, out of which 900 devices are compliant, are non-compliant, 50 devices need to be checked, and the overall compliance is 90%. Additionally, this email includes a note explaining the meaning of each status. Like we have compliant devices, which means that these devices are compliant against the latest available Patch Tuesday update. Non-compliant devices are the device which are not compliant against the latest available Patch Tuesday, and need to check or manually check devices are the devices predominantly have installed preview update or autobot updates, and their patching status need to be checked manually. In addition to the email subscription and the dashboard, we will also receive a detailed reports as an attachment. This report contains comprehensive information about each devices along with other relevant details. Now let's explore what information is included in this report. So the report will provide the following information for each devices, like we will get device name, serial number, primary user UPN, ownership like personal owned device or corporate owned device. We will get a join type, whether the device is a Azure join, hybrid Azure join, or Azure registered device. Then we will get a manufacturer and model. Then we will get a managed by, indicating that the device is managed by either Intune or SCCM in a co-managed state. Then we will have a total storage in GB and the free storage in GB. This will help us to understand if there is any issue with the disk space, like there might be possibility then some of the devices have low disk space, and because of that the machine is not able to download and install the latest cumulative update. Then we have last check-in timestamp that shows the device last check-in date in Intune. Then we have a last check-in in-days information. So this is the number of days since the device last check-in in Intune, and we also have a last check-in in between, which indicates whether the device last check-in is fall under a specific time frame, like we will get 0 to 1 days, 1 to 2 days, 2 to 5 days, 5 to 10 days, 10 to 20 days, 20 to 30 days, and then 30 to 60. After that we will get 60 to 90, and any machine which is not logged in Intune from last 90 days comes under above 90 days. Then we will get a SKU family showing the addition of the operating system. Then we will have a operating system version and OS version. After that we will get the installed KB information, which means that the patch already installed on the device, which I am detecting based on the operating system version. Then we will have a patch type specifying the type of patch, like the patch installed on the machine is a patch Tuesday patch or OOB patch or preview update patch. And if script is not able to detect, then it will show manually check. Then we will get a installed KB release date. So this is the release date of the installed patch. Like we can see that for the first system KB 5026372 is installed, which is a patch Tuesday update, and this patch was released on 9 May 2023. After that we will get a patching status indicating whether the machine is compliant or non-compliant against the latest patch Tuesday. Then we will get a device not patched since in days, and the day calculation is based on the current day minus installed KB release date. Then we will get a latest required patch information. So if the patching status is not compliant, then this will show what is the latest patch or KB available for that device. This will always show the latest KB article, which is nothing but the latest patch Tuesday KB. Then we have required patch release date. So this is the release date of the latest required patch for that machine. So these details provide the comprehensive insights about the patching status and other relevant attributes necessary for monitoring and managing your Windows patching compliance. Now let's see what we need to implement this solution. So to implement this solution, we only need two things. The very first thing is to create an app registration in Azure directory and update the variables in the PowerShell script. And second one, to get a mail subscription, we have to create a task scheduler, or if you are using Azure automation, then you can create an automation in Azure to get a mail subscription. For testing purpose, I am showing you how to automate this via task scheduler. Now let's see how we can implement this. So as I mentioned that the very first step is to create an app in Azure directory or in Entra portal. So we have to go to the Azure directory. For that I am in my Intune portal, and from there under all services I am clicking on Microsoft 365 Azure directory. Now we are on Microsoft Entra admin portal, and this is the new name of Azure directory portal. Within that we have to go to the application, and under app registration we have to register a new app, and then first thing we have to provide the name of the application and then click on register. Now the very first thing within that Intune reporting app, we have to provide the API permissions. So to do this we have to click on API permissions, and then we have to click on add a permission. Within that we have to click on Microsoft Graph, and then we have two options called delegated permission and the application permissions. So we have to click on application permission. Make sure that you'll click only on application permission. If you are going to select the delegated permission, then the automation is not going to work. So right now I'm clicking on application permissions, and then within that we have to provide the permissions related to device. So the very first permission I am providing related to the device manage app read all permissions. then device management, manage device permission, and that is also read all permissions, and then device management service config, which is again the read all permissions. And then within the devices we have to select device read all permission. For now that's the enough permission for this automation. I'm going to click on add permissions, and then now we have to grant admin consent for these permissions. For that we have to click on add grant admin consent for Intune demo labs, and then click on yes. Now after some time we can see that all the permissions are showing in green. Now the API permission part is done. Now the next step is to create a certificate or secrets. For that we have to click on certificates and secrets, and then we have two options. Either we can use a certificate based authentication or a client secret based authentication, and for this automation purpose I am using client secret, but if you are interested you can use certificate permission also, but make sure that you modify the script accordingly. For now I am clicking on new client secret, and then we have to provide the description and then expiry of this client secret. For now I am okay with 365 days or 12 months, but in your case you can select the expiry based on your organizational policy, and then click on add. Now client secret is created, and then now I have to copy the value, otherwise in some time this value is going to mask. I copied it, and in the notepad I am going to save this under client secret, because we have to update the script with these values. Now we created an API permissions and the client secret is also created. Now we need two more information. The very first is under overview, we need a application ID. So this is the application or client ID, and in the notepad just make a note of this client ID or app ID. And the other thing, we need a tenant information. To find it we have to go to the overview, and in the overview primary domain called cmp intune lab.onmicrosoft.com is my primary domain. Let me copy it and paste it here in the tenant information. Now the first step is completed to create an application in Azure Active Directory or Entra portal, and we already noted down all the required informations to update the PowerShell script. So next step is to update the PowerShell script. I already downloaded the PowerShell scripts in my download folder, and I will upload these scripts in GitHub, and I'll provide the link in the description section. So right now I'm opening this PowerShell script. Now the very first step is to update this script with the required informations. So to do this we have to go to the line number 46, and from line number 46 till 56 we have to update the information. So the very first step, we have to update the working folder, and this script is automatically going to create this folder if not exist, and going to download everything within that folder. Now here you have to provide the to for and cc information, because this is my lab environment. I don't have any on-premises or production SMTP server information. That's why I'm using my own Gmail SMTP server. Then you have to provide the SMTP server information, port information, and the priority. Now in the tenant, client ID and client secret, we have to update this information as per the information available in the notepad. So in the tenant we already have cmp intune lab.onmicrosoft.com. In the client ID I'm going to use this one, and in the client secret I am going to use this. Now your script is ready, and let's test it whether the script is working or not. I'm going to run it. I'm going to select it and then click on run. Now the script executed successfully. So let me explain this script. In the very first phase, I am exporting the Intune dump, and you can see that the export job is completed, and this is the file which is downloaded from the Intune, and I am currently using Microsoft Graph Intune module, but if you want you can go ahead and use MG Graph module also, but in that case you have to update this PowerShell script. In the second phase, this script is downloading and creating the MS patch list. Like we can see that the downloading patch list from the Microsoft update. Now we can see that it's able to find that all found patches count is 2114, out of which 1586 is a Patch Tuesday update, 302 is the preview update, and 114 is the out of band updates. Now it's going to consolidate the patch list and finalizing the patch list. And in the phase 3, it's generating the Windows patching compliance report, like calculating the patch compliance status against each devices and other information like device not patched since in days and the latest required patch and the required patch release date. Then we are able to see the summary also, like in my environment I have 4 devices, out of which 1 device is compliant, 1 device is manually checked, and non-compliant 2 devices, and the compliance percentage is 25. Now in the fourth phase is going to send the email communication, and then we can see that the July 11 2023 Intune Patch Compliance Report is available at this location. So this is the location where the final report is available, and this is the time duration of this entire script execution. Like in my case I have only 5 devices, that is taking very less time to execute this, but in your case if you have 10,000 devices then you can expect almost 10 to 12 minutes to complete this operation. Once this is done you will get a mail subscription. Now let me show you my email box and see whether we are able to see the mail or not. Now we can see that we have an email in my Gmail account, and we can see that we have a mail subject called Intune Patching Windows Patch Compliance Report against 11 July 2023, which is a recent Patch Tuesday, and the same thing, like total number of devices 4, out of which 1 is compliant, 2 is not compliant, and 1 we have to check it. Then the compliance in percentage, then some other notes, and in last we also have a dump of this report. We can see that we have the device name, serial number, primary username, ownership, joint type, manufacturer, model, managed by, total storage, free storage, and what is the device, last check-in date. One thing I would like to call out here, if your device is not having any check-in dates or it's null, then you might see some error in while executing the script, but you can safely ignore that one. And then last check-in in days, like for first devices, this device is not checked in Intune from last 31 days, second one not from last 52 days, third one is not from last 20 days, and the fourth one is recently checked in or 0 days. And then this check-in days between, then what is the SKU, operating system version, and then what is the operating system, and then what is the KB install on the device. Like on first device my script is not able to identify whether this is a Patch Tuesday or preview update or out of beta update. That's why I'm calling out manually check up installed update. And then second and third and fourth I'm able to detect, like this is the KB article install on the device, like in last machine 10.0.22621.1992 is the KB article is related to KB article 5028185, which is a Patch Tuesday, and this patch is released on July 11 2023, which is a recent Patch Tuesday, and that's why this machine is compliant. If the machine is compliant, then you will able to see all the status like compliant. If it is not compliant, you will get the information like device not patched since, this device is not patched since last 70 days, and what is the recent patch available for that device based on the operating system. Like this is a Windows 11, for that this is the recent patch available, and this is the available date for that patch, and this is the Windows 10 22 S2, and for that this is the recent patch available, and this patch is released on this date. So this is how we'll get a mail subscription. Now next step is to automate this so that you will get it automatically in your mailbox. For that we have to create a task scheduler. Let me open the another script called task scheduler and modify this script. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to modify this script, and we have to update the user input section, like what is the name you want for this task scheduler. Like I want Intune Patch Compliance Reporting, description, and what is the location of this script. So in my case, my location of the script is download folder. I'm just clicking on copy as path and then updating this script. What is the time you want to run? So I'm okay with 9 a.m. but if you want, you can change it as per your requirement. So that's all we have to modify in this task scheduler script, and then select all and then click run. Now we can see that task scheduler created successfully. And one thing is very important, that when you are running this task scheduler, make sure that you run this script as an administrator, otherwise it's not going to work. Let me open the task scheduler, and within the task scheduler library we can see that Intune Patch Compliance Reporting task scheduler created. Let me quickly run it so that we can ensure that it is also working. I'm going to run it. While it is running, I am going to delete the mail from my mailbox so that we will get a new mail. Let me pause this video and come back once I have a mail in my mailbox. Now we can see that after some time I have a mail in my mailbox, the same thing which I showed you earlier. So that's all I want to show you in this video, and I'm continue to improve this script to get more and more information. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day. I hope this is an informative video for you. Thank you very much for watching this video.